Tala o Eteta. From his royal throne in Persia's capital city of Susa, King Xerxes ruled 127 provinces, all the way from India to Ethiopia. In the third year of his reign, he gave a banquet for all his officials and administrators. He then gave a banquet for all the people in the capital city of Susa, rich and poor alike. Meanwhile, inside the royal palace, Queen Vashti was giving a banquet for the women. On the seventh day, the king was drinking and feeling happy. So, the king had followed what the advisor had suggested. He also needed a new queen, and so servants were sent out to find all the beautiful young maidens of the land and bring them to the palace. Amongst them was a lovely girl named Esther. The king liked her more than any of the other women, so he placed the crown on her head and made her queen in place of Vashti. But Esther did not tell him that she was a Jew. When Esther became queen, her cousin Mordecai was given an admin role in the king's court. He happens to overhear a conversation between two of the king's guards. The king had ordered an investigation and the guards were hanged. This had been written down in official records of the empire, but the king forgot to reward the man that saved his life. Meanwhile, a man named Haman was made prime minister. Haman was a prideful man. He enjoyed seeing the people kneel and bow before him, but there was one who would not do so, Mordecai.
Why are you not bowing down to Haman? Because I'm a Jew, and I cannot bow down to him. You know why Mordecai would bow down to you? Because he is a Jew. But what? You're not a Jew by anyone. Majesty, there's a rest of people in your empire who are disobeying your orders. My advice is to create a decree so that they report it to him. If you do so, I guarantee I'll be able to put 375 tons of silver into your royal treasury. Okay, the people and the money are yours. Do as you like.
And so, on the 13th day of the 12th month, all Jews, young and old, women and children, were to be killed throughout the empire.
Why? Why? Why must my people suffer? Mordecai, Queen Esther wants to know. I need you to tell her that a proclamation has been made of cease for all Jews to be killed. And here is to go and plead with the king and beg him to have mercy on our people. We want you to go and plead with the king and stop the proclamation against all the Jews.
What? No, I can't do that. Anyone, man or woman, go to see the king about being suffered. That person must die, and that is the law.
When Mordecai received Esther's message, he sent her this warning.
Don't think that you are safe on any other Jew just because you're on the royal palace. If you keep quiet and stand like this, I will fall from the heaven. and they will be saved. But you will die, and your father's family will come to an end. Yet, you know, maybe it was for a time like this that you were made free.
Esther sent Mordecai this reply.
Go and get all the Jews and set up. Hold a fast and pray for me. Don't eat or drink anything for 3 days and nights. My servant woman and I will clean the place. After that, I will go to sleep, even if it's against the law. If I'm outside the wings, then I will die.
Mordecai then left and did everything that Esther had told him to do. On the 3rd day of her fast, Esther went to see the king. When he saw her, he smiled and held out his golden scepter. The king had asked Esther what she wanted, but she could not bring herself to ask the king there and then. Instead, she invites him and Haman to a banquet in her rooms.
Tell me, what do you want? And I shall grant your request, even if you ask for half of my empire.
If your majesty is kind enough to grant my humble request, I will let you and Haman to be my guests in another family I will visit. At that time, I will slay you.
Haman leaves the banquets happy, but he sees Mordecai at the entrance of the palace. And when Mordecai does not rise or show any sign of respect, his happiness turns into anger. But he controls himself and goes home to his wife Zeresh and friends.
We Esther had a banquet for no one else, but me and the king. She even invited us to come back tomorrow. Good. What do you mean? I'm rich. I'm the prime minister, and I'm way more important than all of these other officials.
What's wrong?
It's that Jew, Mordecai. None of this means anything. He still doesn't respect me.
Why don't you have gathered them like peaceful?
Tomorrow morning you can ask the king to have Mordecai hang on, and then you can go to the bank of the heaven.
Haman thought this was a good idea and had the gallows built. And so, the king and Haman went to eat with Esther for a second time. Over the wine, the king asked her,
Now, Queen Esther, what do you want? I shall grant your request, even if you want half of my empire.
If it please your majesty to grant my humble request, I wish that I may live, and my people may live as well. My people and I have been ordered to be killed.
You dare do such a thing?
Our enemy is the evil man Haman.
You will build gallows at this house so you can hang me. The one who will save your life. Hang Haman on.
So Haman was hanged on the gallows that he had built for Mordecai. But the danger was not over. That same day, all of Haman's property was given to Esther, and Mordecai was allowed to enter the king's presence. Then Esther spoke to the king again, begging on her knees.
Please your majesty, I beg you, let's shout proclamation against Mordecai, that made against the Jews.
A proclamation made in my name, and that the stamp of the royal signet will be responsible. But you can write whatever you like to the Jews.
So another proclamation was made that all Jews were to prepare for self-defense. If they were attacked, they may fight back and destroy the attackers and take all their possessions. So, on the 13th day of the 12th month, when the followers of Haman tried to kill the Jewish people, the Jews fought back and destroyed all their enemies, and all the Jewish people were saved. And ever since then, the Jews have celebrated the holy festival of Purim each year in gratitude for God's deliverance of them through Esther and Mordecai.